The NFL playoffs are here.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. To Connor on the check down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. Now Murray again.
And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Who's left? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Brady now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
72. Hey, Alabama. Hey, second.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Max Crosby coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Swift again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now 14-0. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And it's a room. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Again, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now Brady goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Personal foul, unnecessary running, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, and complete to Zach Ertz. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, Alabama. 72. Graham. Take it.
On 1st down, Brady.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Hey, 66.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady uses the stiff arm. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
DeAndre Swift
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
50. Hey, goal 66. Check it.
Brady now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Reload.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Shadow.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, touchdown. Julio Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Here's Murray. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Another completion for Tom Brady, and I just know that in his New England days, he would fight to stay out there until the end, until that clock hit zeros. But here in Tampa Bay, I just wonder if they'll want him to come out of the game and hand him the baseball cap in recognition of a job well done in this one.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Makes a connection again to Godwin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Hey, set. E3 lead now. Hey, goal 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hey, set. Regular. Ozzy.
Brady going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Brady going to look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Again, it's Brady. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
The Buccaneers are moving on to these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
open the door.